stalling right now.
Oh.
Okay, so what happened over the past couple of days is we put these quick sheets together. These aren't really part of the script, but it justifies what the droid or the drone does, and in the kill room with the girls, which is, it's very, very important to the script anyway. So what we shot, we're going to play it for you, and it looks like a high school play, if that. So we want to know what did we do wrong, because we've got some pretty good ideas. Ricochet came in and did wardrobe with us, and obviously it needs a lot more work, and Brett came in and did some acting, so...
And with more time, I will make everything, a little bit more versatile and step up and different, so it's something from the future that you can't find now.
Right.
But we're working with what we got, and we're getting there.
Yeah, this is just really a very first run. It was like, 20 minutes of rehearsal, and we shot it.
Which is no time at all.
Yeah, at all. I mean, we wrote it and shot it just with no lighting. Oh, and by the way, here's the camera we shot it with, just to make it that much more interesting. Okay? Yeah. That's what we shot it with, is this little tiny Samsung, which is a badass camera. This is my favorite camera in the whole wide world. So anyway, talk, Brett. Say something. Say hi to the people at home.
Something.
Nice.
Hi, people at home.
Hi, people at home. So, what do you have to say about the script and the characters? We had major changes in the characters.
That's true.
Brett is playing Chet in the movie, which is kind of crazy that the names are very similar. And when we first cast him,
my evil alter ego.
Yeah, and he wrote the script. It's for this guy that's kind of a weird savant. And he's a murderer, and he's
not very talkative.
Not very talkative. And then he had to get his hair cut to get a real job, and then that guy kind of went out the window. So now we're redoing him. So now Ricochet came in today, and Ricochet is going to be making a hat that looks something like Radar O'Reilly is what we want to try out.
From MASH.
From MASH, with Hawkeye and BJ Honeycutt's, whatever. Radar O'Reilly had that cute little hat with
stocking, kind of the brim, kind of little dumpy looking hat. Looks like somebody ran it over the car 5 times.
Yeah, I'll come up with a couple of different prototypes, and
and then we'll vote on it.
Exactly, and Liza will pick the best ones, and she'll put it out there for you guys.
No, they're gonna go up. Let the audience vote.
How about it, guys?
Yeah, so as soon as you come up with 3 or 4 of them, we'll do some drawings or something. We'll make them, whatever's cheapest and easiest to do. But we have to make something that, that's going to work for the film.
Because the character's changed from being like non-talkative to quirky, nerdy, and he talks a lot more now, and he's
before
socially awkward versus in a different way.
Right. And besides that, we even talked today about giving him some kind of a monocular, like he has one. Instead of glasses, he has one.
Kind of accentuate that tech obsession that he's got, right?
Yeah, and it maybe does some kind of movement or something. I don't know. So anyway, we just wanted to throw this out there to you guys. It's Monday. We shot this last night. I mean, it was really, really fast. And the film set is gonna take some serious changes, because our next door neighbor owns this huge machine shop and all these CNC machines, and he has students.
Bigelow.
Dan Bigelow. He has students that have to come over there and get a grade. So we drew him to make like giant T-Rex legs, and they're gonna cut them on a CNC machine out of this really super like ABS plastic or something.
Like giant Gundam sized parts.
Yeah, we're gonna have legs that are like the size of a T-Rex on a table. Because we had like a MacArthur milk container on the table with, some shock absorbers and some tin foil and crap. I mean, we put this together in 15 minutes just so we could look at it. Of course, I mean, the editing is garbage. And we were like, what do we have for music? And Steve's like...
and his Steve pose.
Yeah, Steve is like, I don't know. So, this is it. So this is your Monday update. This is what we're doing. And for the first time, you get to see Ricochet actually smiling. A lot of guys were bitching. They're like, Ricochet never smiles. Now she's smiling.
But I do have a good resting bitch face. If I'm serious and I'm not smiling.
If she's gaseous, oh, boy, it's bad.
Your baby is gaseous.
All right, guys. So take a look at what we shot, and let's hear constructive criticism.
Helpful stuff. Come on.
Yeah, we'll be the first ones to tell you, yes, it looks like a high school play. Let's talk about what it's going to take to change it to make it not look like a high school play. And the other thing is, if you have any doubts, I'll show you a quick clip that's behind it that I shot inside a single wide trailer in the middle of the woods, in the middle of nowhere, back in the mid-90s with a VHS camera. And we pulled that off inside a single wide trailer, and all I did was I took HO train tracks and put a camera on HO train tracks on a little device and pulled the camera back and forth. So if we could do that, think what we can do today with all the toys that we have today. So anyway, that's our Monday update, guys.
Have a great week.
not gonna believe this shit.
The fuck is that?
Well, it must be an older model because there's no standard ports in it yet. But this thing has an inline loading system, so it can hold a few hundred rounds in it easy.
Who cares?
When Klaus von Teppel was designing these things, he stressed and thought a lot about redundant systems, like backups. If the laser gun in the system went down, it would have a radar system that would back that up. And if the cameras went down, it would have an audio targeting system that would back that up.
And that does what for us?
The man had 4 different patents on energy generating devices for this thing, so one of these could run for years on a single charge.
Who gives a fuck?
It's good for detection, target acquisition. Remember when we played the game when we were kids? The floor was hot lava?
Yeah.
Let me show you something.